Hi, I wanted to make a follow-up video to the 50-minute presentation I had with media spin on circumcision, and basically the way I think I presented it was showing you just how strong the media's effect is on the whole situation. I mean, when you think about, the fact that people care about partial birth abortion altogether. I mean, these concerns that are completely spun by the media. Look how much of that energy could have been used towards fighting for circumcision, right? A worthwhile cause. It almost actually goes to show you just how the media can make such, I don't want to say trivial, but can make you care about the abortion thing and completely overlook the circumcision, which is much worse, seeing as there's actually a baby who's crying, let alone, we don't know what's happening within the mother's womb, right? I mean, the baby, it's all there on tape, and the thing is that I have a lot of fear for in the sense that I don't know if it'll ever change, is that it's all up there on the internet nowadays for us to see, right? So you'll see, these videos on YouTube that have had over 100,000 clicks, right? And it's not changing. You see just how graphic it is, right? And people know that, and nothing's changing, right? So the media is keeping it the way it is. People are seeing it. But you know what I think needs to happen? One thing I think that could make it all change, because I can't afford to do it, and I wish if we had celebrity backing, it's a money thing. If we had advertising, if we owned all the advertising that's always used to indoctrinate us on a day-to-day basis, telling us what to care about, if we made the thing to care about the circumcision, links to the website showing the circumcision, if everywhere you fucking went, you saw a bus ad, everything was pointing you, was telling you to go look at what's happening, then it would be right in front of your face 24 hours a day, and I think at that point change would happen. And I really think that's definitely the best thing. It's the only thing. Apathy otherwise, you're going to be listening. Look at the intellectual level of society, right? It's really going downhill, right? I don't see how we can. I fear that if it didn't happen in the 60s, how can it ever happen now, right? We're just, society's getting stupider as each year goes by, right? So what I just said there is basically what would need to happen if circumcision was to end, and basically it's the owning of advertising, because the agenda is to keep it going. That's the thing. They have the foreskin under the microscope, and they're just looking to see what's wrong with it, and it's just an agenda in and of itself. It's very similar to the marijuana thing. It's just ears plugged. Fuck science, or if we're going to use science, it's only to their benefit. An agenda is an agenda, and it's just, they got the blinders on, and they're only looking for the science that basically verifies what they want to have happen. What they just want to hear what's pro circumcision or what's anti marijuana. And the thing is, I'm completely certain that drugs are illegal for the same reason as circumcision is legal. That's a whole other video, but I wouldn't. In Africa, the circumcision rates are really on the increase, right? They got the AIDS thing happening there, and then it's mind blowing. You hear, circumcision reduces the chance of conducting AIDS 60% or whatever it is, and it's like, well, would you want to have sex with someone who has AIDS and reduce the chance by having your penis, your foreskin cut off? It's only a reduction anyways, and there's obviously all the harmful effects of the act of circumcision itself anyway. But okay, the chance of me getting AIDS from the girl was, I don't know, 80% with the foreskin, 40% without. Really, is that what I want to do? Have sex with girls who have AIDS and feel better about it? That's what having a condom is for, or not having sex with a girl at all. And when you are circumcised, you're not really gonna want to use a condom because it reduces the chance, the sensation, anyways, even more so. But anyways, what it comes down to is that circumcision is an agenda in and of itself, and that's it. It is all a war on the mind, it's the pro-circumcisionist versus everyone else, and who's the one who's controlling the media, who's basically telling you how to feel about certain issues, right? Otherwise, then where else are you going to go, right? What is there to do? Somehow we need to buy advertising and fight back, right? I mean, that's the only way to make it happen, I suppose.